The family of a former Adel police officer who took his life in March of 2021 are remembering him today and applauding Senator Jon Ossoff following his recent announcement of funding for mental health resources for law enforcement. The funding will help agencies establish suicide prevention programs and mental health resources, something one Adel family says is comforting to hear because they're still learning how to cope with losing their loved one.
I don't want anybody else to have to go through what we've had to go through, what his wife and son have had to go through.
I lost it. They called the neighbors called the cops on me because I was screaming so much.
Unbelievable, just shocked.
Joshua Weeks took his life at the age of 31 after his family says he was struggling with his mental health. They say while on the job, he was grazed in the head with a bullet, attempted to revive a 2-year-old who he couldn't save, and numerous other traumatic things. They say they believe he didn't reach out to anyone because of a stigma towards officers seeking help.
I feel like there's definitely a shortage of the opportunities for officers to feel like they can step forward about their mental health without them feeling like there's going to be judgment or retribution.
Research shows that first responders struggle with their mental health but hesitate to seek professional help because of the expectations of their jobs. Senator Ossoff says being an officer is an extremely difficult job. That's why he's working to change that narrative.
And part of what we have to do here, in addition to strengthening mental health services for law enforcement and first responders, is encourage those who might need help to seek it. There should be no stigma attached to seeking mental health services.
Weeks' family says they have a message to anyone who may be thinking about taking their life.
It's not worth it. Your job is not worth it.
We
do appreciate everything that they do to keep us safe, but in the scheme of things and what your family has to go through if you were to leave, it's just not worth it. Get help.
If you or someone you know is experiencing a crisis, you can call the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Just remember the number's 988. You can call or text any time of the day. All calls are confidential and free.